Are we alive? Welcome. Come on in. Welcome to the exam room. I am Dr. T. This is Upward Health and Wellness, and we're just trying to help somebody. All right. The reason for today's visit in the exam room is fasting. And I want to talk with you about the benefits to fasting and how it can be used to move your health and wellness upward. So, currently, I'm on a 7-day water fast. Now, this is just a physical fast. So I have been sharing with people that I'm on this fast. But for 7 days, I want to give you 7 benefits you can gather from fasting. And I want to encourage you to add fasting to your toolbox in building towards your health and wellness. Now, why did I choose 7? I have an attachment to 7. So throughout my podcast, throughout my content, if I give you tips, it's probably going to be about 7 of them. So get used to that. Now, of course, there are more than 7 benefits to fasting. And I'm just going to share with you 7 of them. So, again, I'm currently on a 7-day water fast. I decided to give you 7 benefits of fasting. Before I get started, I'm going to go off on a tangent. And when I get intimate with you and go on a rant, I'm going to talk to you in this camera. And I'm going to let you know, when people find out you are fasting, it's almost like they want to tempt you even more. We have a real connection with food. Food brings us together. We like to break bread together. So to be on a fast, it's almost insulting to some people when you don't want to eat, when you don't want to break bread. I'm still here for the fellowship. The bond is still real. I just don't want to eat. Come on, people. If you know someone fasting, let them go through their journey. All right. So let's get back to the scheduled program. All right. So 7 benefits of fasting. Number 1, it shifts your metabolism. It moves you from fat synthesis and storage to fat mobilization. I happen to have a slow metabolism. And for all my people out there with slow metabolism, I feel your pain. I feel your pain. Dr. T feels your pain. But the good news is fasting is a tool that can shift your metabolism. You can start to burn fat rather than storing fat. Now, fasting changes our hormones. We turn on different genes. So we go from a process of using sugar, using glycogen, to using our fat stores for energy. Now, this process takes some time. So initially, you're going to feel what many term as the keto flu. Until your body gets efficient at performing ketosis, there's a gap between breaking down glycogen, using sugar for energy, to mobilizing fat for energy. But once you get to that sweet spot, of ketosis, where you are burning your fat for energy, boy, do you have energy. But get into that later. Now, let's move on to number 2. It increases your insulin sensitivity. So there's less insulin in your bloodstream. When we are depending on sugar, when we are depending on glycogen, and when we are eating at regular intervals, insulin is in the bloodstream. Insulin is anabolic, meaning you are building, you are storing fat, you are synthesizing fat. But when you decrease your insulin, but your cells become more insulin sensitive, you are burning fat. You are maintaining muscle mass. Now, number 3, autophagy. This is the process of proper cell death and degradation. Now, our body, when we are fasting, is able to do this process more efficiently. When we are constantly eating, constantly inflaming our gut and immune system, our process of cell death suffers, and it's inefficient. It leaves us with free radicals. It leaves us with inflammation. But during fasting, the process of cell degradation and cell death is near flawless. So cells are able to regenerate. Healing takes place during fasting. I'm going to let you in on a secret. The body heals itself. The body is capable of healing. Fasting allows the body to perform autophagy more efficiently. All right, I think we spent enough time on number 3. Number 4, it improves mood. When you get to that sweet spot in ketosis, you will feel better. Now, of course, there will be hunger pains. Of course, you are going to miss food. But you overcome stress. You process things mentally. Your cognitive thinking improves, which leads me to number 5. It improves alertness. During the day while fasting, and I'm 4 days in right now, while fasting, I find myself having the energy and alertness to complete tasks a lot better. Well, a little better right now because I still think about food, but better. Work has been heavier this week. I'm seeing patients in the office, I'm supervising nurse practitioners, and I'm conducting telemedicine visits. But during fasting, I have had the energy, the alertness to complete all of these tasks. So consider this a benefit towards your health and wellness. Number 6, it regulates your circadian rhythm. Now, the circadian rhythm is a complex term for your body's hormonal rhythms, sleep patterns that are on cycles that correlate to each other. So, fasting helps to regulate that. So, your hormone spikes that takes place in different times of day, particularly your growth hormone, which also during fasting becomes a tool for fat mobilization, for burning fat. Now, when you're eating regularly at regular intervals and you're eating that diet high in inflammation, growth hormone can actually perform the opposite task through certain gene pathways. But when you're fasting, through other gene pathways, growth hormone is actually helping you in the ketosis process, in the fat mobilization process, maintaining your muscle mass. And while we speak of muscle mass, it takes about 30 to 40 days before you start to break down your muscle. So we are capable of fasting for long periods. Any fast above 40 days is too much. You're starving at that point, and you start to break down your own proteins. But you can safely fast, um, I would say, up to 40 days. Now, the 7th benefit that I'm going to discuss with you is fasting regulates your gut flora. Your gut, meaning from your mouth to your anus, your whole GI system has its own immune system. It's lined with mucous membranes. It's lined with um, immune globulins that protect you, that protect us. It has a combination of bacteria that serves us, and fasting helps to restore that balance. Again, with our diet containing so much inflammation and eating at regular intervals, we throw that flora off. We throw that immune system off. That contributes to inflammation in our bodies. So, fasting allows the gut flora to achieve balance. I'm going to speak about another benefit that I didn't list because it's after your fast that you've noticed this. When you come out of your fast, food is going to taste, it's going to have the taste that it should have. I challenge you after your fast to eat some grapes. They will be the sweetest, purest grape taste you've ever had. Make a salad with different flavors. You will taste each and every flavor. It heightens our sense of taste. Let's move on to our physical. So, I'm completing a 7-day fast. I want to challenge you. Do a 24-hour, do a 3-day, do a 7-day, do a 30 to 40-day fast. And I want you to observe if you have any of these 7 benefits. And once you do, make it something that you do regularly, 2 to 3 times a year. During the fast, I'm drinking plenty of water, at least a gallon a day. Alkaline spring water with electrolytes. I also still take my supplements. So I'm taking turmeric, I'm taking vitamin D3, I'm taking sea moss, I'm taking glucosamine with chondroitin, I'm taking elderberry, I'm taking black seed oil. I do take these every morning while water fasting. Now, as far as physical activity, I keep it light. Yoga, walking. Tomorrow I'm going to do some boxing, hit on the heavy bag and maybe some jump rope. But I'm not doing high interval or intensity training. I'm not doing heavy weights. I'm keeping the activity very light. But you are able to be active while fasting. Just don't try to go to the gym and throw up, personal best while you're on water fasting. Now, tracking my weight after 3 days into this fast, I've already lost 12 pounds. Now, much of that is water weight that you move, but once you get into ketosis, you are burning fat. You will see your face change its contour. You may see some trouble spots look thinner. You may fit into a few pants that you were not fitting into. There will be benefits that you are aware of and can tangibly see. Now, what is our assessment and plan? Use fasting for igniting your metabolism, increasing your immunity, set weight loss in motion, and to ultimately heal. After I come off this fast, I'm going to make an intermittent fasting regimen a part of my daily regimen and routine. So I'm going to choose a 20 and 4 regimen. I'm going to be on that throughout the summer. I want you to follow my journey. You choose for you what's appropriate for you. And for follow-up, I want you to stay tuned and look out for my website. I intend for my website to go live on June 1st. I did it myself. So I did my website myself. And I know it's going to look like that, and I'm okay with that. But this is where we're starting. You got to be okay with where you start. You got to be okay with your journey. Because the finish is going to be much more special. But stay tuned for the journey. Everyone who's rocking with me at episode 2, I appreciate you. I hope you continue to follow the growth and evolution of Upward Health and Wellness. Matter of fact, I want y'all to get a t-shirt. Wear the logo. I'll have a link in the description, and I would really appreciate it if I would randomly be walking around in public and I saw someone rocking the logo. That would be dope. So we are going to add fasting to our toolbox. We are going to stay on our upward motion, because upward is the motion and love is the fuel. And I want to leave you with my granddad, and I want you to take this with you today.
If I can help somebody as I pass along, then my living shall not be in vain.
Upward is the motion.